So if you've been living under a rock for the past 4 months, give or take, you would know that Red Dead Online is probably in the worst shape it's been in a long time, since I think it's launched. Actually, we've had times where they just didn't update the game and gave us the Outlaw Pass. We've had half-baked updates like the Blood Money update or the Bounty Hunter expansion update. But we never had something like this where we only just get monthly long events like double money on trader sales for a month straight, or for example this month, double money on all bounties for a month straight. Yes, this is good for new players. It appeases to the new players because the new players will be able to make profit and it'll be super easy for them to make money. But then you gotta ask yourselves, what happens when the new players can't buy anything anymore? What happens when new players get bored? They stop playing the game. And you could argue that this is done deliberately to expand more sales into Grand Theft Auto Online, or more players into Grand Theft Auto Online, but that's another video for another day. But today I wanted to talk about how we can save Red Dead Online instead of just making a third video is bitching about it like I have my other two videos that actually done really decent with views. I thought that maybe we can actually have a solution, and how Rockstar can also be able to profit off of these fixes for Red Dead Online, so Red Dead Online can be great again. But yeah, let's just go ahead and jump into it. The first issue I wanted to address is the daily challenges and how we need to fix it, maybe give it a buff. Now, back around the time when the Bounty Hunter expansion DLC came out back in late 2020, Rockstar announced that they would be nerfing the daily challenges. This nerf to daily challenges not only affected being able to have a streak that lasts more than 28 days, but it also nerfed the payout for daily challenges and the multipliers for daily challenges. So every week when the multiplier increased, you didn't get as much of a payout as you normally would. But I feel like to make it fair, they should go back to what the payout was before, but they don't have to make it to where we have infinite streaks, essentially, where the streaks still cap off after 28 days. It resets, which sounds reasonable, keeping the payout and then just having a 28-day streak. That's completely fair, and I don't think you'll really mess with the microtransaction sales for gold bars either. Because before the daily challenge nerf, you could have like a 300-day streak and you can get like 0.50 gold bars just by doing one daily challenge. And every 2 daily challenges, you'd be making 1 gold bar. So doing that for, I say, over 300 days, that's pretty broken. And it should have been nerfed, but they should not have nerfed the payout. They should have just nerfed the streak multiplier. So I think it's completely reasonable and fair to go back to the payout what it was, but make it cap off like after 28 days, like how it is now. A lot of people wouldn't like this, and a lot of people might give me shit in the comments, but at the same time, Rockstar is a company, and we have to make compromises because their number one priority is microtransaction sales, and they're not going to be making any microtransaction sales when you can make 1 gold bar for every 2 daily challenges you do in a day. This next one is pretty obvious. It's pretty much a given due to current events, but we need to bring back weekly bonuses and just abolish monthly bonuses. Never do this ever again. As most of you know, this monthly update has been happening since December. We just get monthly updates and it's like OP payouts, and then one after another. So I'd rather have decent weekly updates that give us decent payouts on certain modes instead of just a month long, because there's something to look forward to every week. Because I honestly, the only time I actually got on Red Dead now is to film footage for a video, or if a friend, which is very rare, when a friend wants to play Red Dead with me. I think it's about time that Rockstar stops catering to new players and actually give veteran players something to enjoy. And that's why I respect the naturalist role so much for, although it wasn't what we actually wanted, which we wanted was robberies, the naturalist role did bring legendary animals, and it did reward veteran players, and it was basically an update catering to veteran players. It wasn't for the new players. And bringing in weekly updates like they used to would actually give everybody, not even veteran players, like everybody, new players, casual players, veteran players, it gives everybody a reason to get on the game every week, you know, for discounts, for payouts, whatever. The next way I believe that Rockstar could fix Red Dead Online is to add more items to purchase. This one is also pretty obvious, and players have been asking for this since, I want to say, late 2020. Honestly, we're tired of having tens of thousands of dollars. Some people even have like $1 million in this game, which is insane. They have hundreds and hundreds of gold bars. What can we spend it on? Just buy a new outfit? Like, buy a new gun? Make all our gun made of gold? Like, what can we do? Some things I believe that they should add is homesteads. You can easily add homesteads. Make it to where you have to have a certain amount of gold bars and cash to buy the homesteads or mansions or whatever, really, a cabin even. Let us buy stagecoaches, wagons, add the war wagon. The war wagon is already in the game, the wagon with the minigun on top. Easily add that to the game. It wouldn't be too overpowered considering you just kill the horses or use a dynamite arrow to destroy it. Add like the war wagon, you know? It will be Red Dead Online's equivalent to the insurgent. Add some carriages, maybe more breeds of horses, and add like different colors and coats to like already existing horses. Like maybe I want to have a golden Arabian, or maybe I want to have a all-white Mustang if that's not already in the game that I know of. Let us buy boats, you know, it's like a simple canoe. I'd be happy with that. And let us have maybe a yacht, a steamboat, whatever, you know. And if we were to add mansions into Red Dead Online, let them be really expensive. Maybe the starting price for houses being $850, and maybe like for mansions you need to pay in only gold, so maybe 600 gold bars for a mansion in Saint Denis. And there's like different mansions to choose from, and they all range from 450 gold bars to 600 gold bars. We're paying so much for mansions, why not add customizations to the mansions? Kind of like the penthouse, but build up more with that. Like you can buy furniture from the catalog and you like place it around your mansion, so it could be like your own little thing. So not every mansion will be the same in the interior. And add like mini games to these mansions, like maybe 5-finger fillet, liar's dice, poker, whatever. Add mini games, kind of like with GTA Online with the apartments. I believe there are mini games in the apartments. Why not just do the same thing for mansions? Other things Rockstar can bring to the game that we can purchase, I want to say, would be more quick draw clubs or even more outlaw passes, because outlaw passes are longer than quick draw clubs. And even though 9 times out of 10 we get our gold bars that we spend on the outlaw passes or quick draw clubs, we get our gold bars back, people will still pay, you know, microtransactions till they can cash in on the outlaw pass or the quick draw clubs. Try to say that 10 times fast. And they'll get their gold back, so that they're like, hey, I can make a $20 purchase on this microtransaction, so I can buy this outlaw pass and I know I'll get it back. So it's a win-win. So if it sucks, I'll still get my gold bars back. The next way that I believe that Rockstar can save Red Dead Online, and this is a big one, and of course, like everything else on this list, everybody has been asking for this, and we haven't really gotten this in almost 2 years. We need to have more roles in the game. Adding more roles to the game not only adds more content to the game, but Rockstar can actually profit off it as well. If each role starts out at, let's 30 gold bars, and we get 3 roles in an update, that's like 90 gold bars. So if somebody just wants to skip the grind to get 90 gold bars, they can just drop $50 on a microtransaction to get 150 gold bars and just buy all 3 roles, right? Now, since it's been almost 2 years since we got an actual proper new role into the game, these 3 new roles that I'm thinking of aren't just going to be your typical, oh, go pick some flowers, oh, go collect some fish. No, they have to be like really, really anticipated roles, to say the least. And the reason why I want 3 roles in this update instead of 1 is because, first off, it would be a really proper apology to players who've been basically getting screwed over by Rockstar. And I feel as if since it's almost been 3 years since the Frontier and Pursuits update, which brought us the Bounty Hunter role, the Collector role, the Trader role, and then every update after we only got one role like Moonshiners or Naturalists, these roles should not be an expansion. No expansion role. Nobody's asking for a Collector role expansion. No one's asking for a Trader role expansion. And nobody sure as hell is not asking for a Naturalist role expansion. Alright? This is one of the many reasons why the Bounty Hunter expansion DLC, quote unquote, really pissed off a lot of the fans. The 3 roles I have in mind are the Lawman role, the Outlaw role, and the Rancher role. These all fit perfectly with the aesthetic of the Wild West and the New Frontier. And no, the Lawman role won't just be essentially another expansion of the Bounty Hunter role or a reskin. It'll be its own little thing. Throughout this role, you can go to any town in the game that has a sheriff's office. Tumbleweed, Armadillo, Blackwater, Strawberry, Valentine, etc. Once we're deputized, we could retrieve stolen goods, break up bar fights, patrol towns, and stop other players from committing crimes. And the polar opposite of this role would be the Outlaw role, something we all wanted since launch and Rockstar has failed to deliver. And I'm not counting Blood Money update, because that was not a proper Outlaw role. That was just some BS Stranger Mission reskin that new players can easily buy into. So instead of meeting Guido Martelli, we meet a new character, maybe an actual outlaw, not a mob member. Because honestly, when I think of Red Dead, I think of the Wild West, not the Italian mob. If I wanted to experience that, I would have played the Mafia trilogy. Maybe you receive a letter at your camp saying how he's planning a big heist and wants to cut you in. And when you get to the area where he wants you to meet him at, the robbery goes south, and maybe you both go to jail and his gang breaks you out, and you have to pay him 30 gold bars to gain the outlaw role and join their gang. And the gang can move into your camp. So you'll have a lively camp, which is not you and Crips. It's a lively camp like in story mode of all these NPCs just hanging around the camp you can interact with, and they all serve their own purposes in the camp. And every so often, kind of like the side missions and story mode at the camp, you can go up to the NPCs and they'll ask you, if, hey, you want to do a train robbery? Hey, you want to do a homestead heist? Hey, you want to do a kidnapping? Hey, you want to do a store stick-up? These missions are going to pay a lot more than your typical Stranger Mission or Blood Money mission. They'll pay between maybe $70 to $300. And once you've ranked up high enough in the Outlaw role, you and your friend can plan an actual heist together. You guys can get away with about, let's say, $3,500. And you and your friend have to split it, and maybe some of it can go to the gang back at the camp. And the heist can be replayed over and over, just like the heist in GTA Online. Now for the Rancher rule. We could possibly pay 30 gold bars for a homestead on one of the ranches across the map, like McFarlane's Ranch or Emerald Ranch. I don't see you being able to build your own ranch like John did in Red Dead 2, considering the continuity of Red Dead 1 and 2's story. But I do see you being able to build up revenue for ranches. There's not much I can think of with this rule, other than getting paid to do chores around the ranch, keeping bandits away from the ranch, protecting livestock, selling goods from the ranch to local towns. Of course, with these new roles, Rockstar can charge us gold for some new items that come with the role. One way they could charge us is charging us gold for the Warp Wagon, like I said earlier, with the Outlaw role. And we have to be a certain rank to purchase, let's say, the War Wagon. And you have to be a certain rank to purchase these other exclusive items for these 3 roles I just explained. But the War Wagon is basically one I can really think of at the top of my head, really. Last way I believe Rockstar can save Red Dead Online. Now this is more or less, we can live without it, but honestly, when they first added these to the game, it was a welcome, update, change, whatever. And that is to add more Telegram missions. I believe that Rockstar actually adds like a set of new contact missions to GTA Online once a year, like the Gerald Last Play missions or Simeon Repo missions. But adding new missions would be fun. They don't have to even have like a decent payout. Like I would be okay if I got paid $20 for doing, you know, a 15-minute, 10-minute mission. These Telegram missions can operate like the current Telegram missions, where you and your friends go in a private lobby together and you complete the objective. I remember when we had leaks before about a Telegram mission involving a boat heist. There was even leaked game files of audio from Seth Briers from Red Dead Redemption 1, where you did a grave robbing mission for him. Adding missions like this every couple months or so would bring a lot of players back to the game, and Rockstar wouldn't even have to add it with a DLC. They could just add it into the game if they really wanted to. Just drip feed it, whatever. Like right now, if Rockstar really wanted to, or really wanted to put in 1/5 of the work, they can add like 3 new Telegram missions and just release them right now without a DLC or Outlaw Pass or whatever. Yeah, but that's just my thoughts of what I believe Rockstar could do to save Red Dead Online. You know, if you guys have more ideas, leave them down in the comments below. If you guys think you have like better ideas, if you guys think I left something out, obviously leave it in the comment section down below. And I really had fun, you know, writing this out. This did take a good minute to make. Like, it was more or less because of lack of motivation than anything. But yeah, if you guys did go on and enjoy this video, a like and a comment would be appreciated. Subscribe if you're new. I do plan on continuing the Watch Dogs Legion story playthrough where I play as Aiden Pierce. I do plan on continuing that. There are some other projects I actually have planned this summer actually with my channel. So thank you for watching, and let's hope we actually do save Red Dead Online. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care, everybody.